one.
Okay, you have one, but you know better than I do, it does not matter what yours does.
Oh, I know.
You're like the
yours
next,
might be different.
No, not might.
It is.
Almost definitely will be different.
Poussoirs are like snowflakes. Every single one is different.
Worse than snowflakes, really. Snowflakes fall from the fucking sky without warning. Pussy does not. You got to go out and go forage for that shit. Pussy's more like mushrooms. You got to like check underneath some trees.
It's raining pussy.
Right, and if you get the wrong one, you're gonna get poisoned.
Come on! The weekend has landed. All that exists now is clubs, drugs, pubs, and parties. I've got 48 hours off from the world, man. I'm gonna blow steam out of my head like a screaming kettle. I'm gonna talk cod shit to strangers all night. I'm gonna lose the plot on the dance floor. The free radicals inside me are freaking, man. Tonight I'm Chip Travolta. I'm Peter Popper. I'm going to Never Neverland with my chosen family, man. We're gonna get more spaced out than Neil Armstrong ever did. Anything could happen tonight, you know? This could be the best night of my life. I've got 73 quid in my back burner. I'm gonna watch the lot, man. The Milky Bars are on me!
And now, live from Rule 34 Studio, I bring you a girl that once forced an elephant up your sister's rectum. Here she is, your host, the one, the only, Kinky Katie.
Hello, and welcome to the show. This is Kinky Katie's World number 424. I am your host, Kinky Katie, and with me, as always, is my absolute favorite flesh guard fuck toy, the one and only Mr. SC.
Right.
Weirdos forever. What?
Right.
Found your forever weirdo.
Okay.
Anyway.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know you don't remember, which is fine.
Uh-huh.
That's okay. We are coming to you live from Rule 34 Studios, KinkyKatieRadio.com, and KinkyKatieRadio@gmail.net.
Right. You got your skull cap on pretty tight tonight. It's pinching off circulation.
Well, I kind of went a little, I prepped kind of aggressively, and
okay.
I did not have a show snack, and I have caffeine. I have coffee, and I almost finished the entire cup. So
you're gonna poop yourself?
No,
I'm definitely gonna poop yourself.
No, I'm just pretty like fucking. Woohoo.
Okay, so you deny that you're gonna poop yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I'm not the one that's having bowel issues right now at the moment.
We'll see.
We'll see. What are you gonna do something to me?
Cousin got bit by a gay guy. Theo Von.
We'll see.
Classic.
So we went filming. We had filming last week. That was what we did last Sunday after the show.
Had a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. I had a lot of fun.
Right.
So I have posted a couple of pictures to my Instagram and on Twitter, so you can see some of the behind the scenes stuff from our day. Right,
from the upcoming
Death Blow.
Right.
That's right.
Right. We have no idea what it's about. Zero. I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say somebody dies just because I think it's a horror movie. I don't really know. I don't. You know.
But it's not a horror movie, they said.
I have no idea. This is what I'm saying.
No, I know.
No fucking clue.
Even though I have the entire script, I could read it.
Yeah, no, negative.
I want to see it.
Right.
I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to know.
We knew our role, and that was the thing that we needed to know.
That's
Other than that, no spoilers. What are you doing? What's going on here?
Well, anyway, everybody was really nice.
Yeah,
so
they were. I had a good time.
It was. And it didn't even run that late. It wasn't as late as I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't too bad.
Mm-mm. No. There's this really pretty gag bar that you can get. What's the name of that one anime?
Nezuko, Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, right.
Right. And what's her name?
It's kind of like that, except it's blue.
Nezuko.
It's blue, and it's really pretty. It's a bar that goes, kind of like for those of you that aren't familiar with gag bar, kind of exactly how it sounds. It's like a gag ball instead of a ball. It's a bar.
Right.
So,
well, in that one anime, there was a character that was like a demon monster thing, whatever kind of, she had the propensity to want to eat people. So to keep her from eating people, they put this bamboo stick in her mouth.
And tied it with like a pink ribbon.
Very, very heavy Dommy Mommy vibes. You know
it is. I mean? And I really like that look though. I don't know why, but I
know why.
I like the bar better than the ball.
Yeah. It seems, I don't know, more bar-like.
It's maybe
like it's going to choke you less.
Right. Because knowing me, something would happen and I would swallow the damn thing and then I would just end up choking.
Well, that way, too, you could bear down if you needed to. You know what I mean? Like a belt in the mouth, same kind of a thing.
Bear down. Yeah, because they always tell you, like, bite on a stick or something.
You're always seeing old movies with people on horses shoving belts in each other's mouth when it comes to, amputating a thigh.
Well, because... what else are you going to do?
We're going to leave the shin and the rest of it, but just the thigh.
And then I'm going to take a swig of this here
whatever
bathtub whiskey and spit it on there.
Whiskey. Like, I don't know that like distilled liquors were as common back in the sway back when they were amputating limbs and shit. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Like, you got a really bad rash. I think we're gonna have to cut that out. We definitely gonna have to cut that out. No, out.
By out, I mean off.
No, out.
Do you have any painkillers? What? What are those?
Yeah. Bear down, bitch.
Bear down.
Here, we have a cool little gag for you that's a piece of bamboo that we're going to strap around your face.
I have 20 children. I've given birth all on my own over in that field. That's what I call the crouching tree.
And that's when giving birth was, like, harrowing. Like, tons of ladies did not survive. Right.
Good
Everybody lived? Everybody lived? Oh, my God. We need to have a party. Really? Yeah, how many of these have you squeezed out and nobody died yet? Jesus.
That is amazing.
Power puss.
The power puss. That just made me think of Nannerpuss. Not Kitty, but where I got the name from.
Right.
And I'm always shocked when somebody actually knows what it is.
I have no idea. And my cat is named 𝓚𝓷𝓷𝓵𝓿𝓼𝓻𝓵𝓭.
That's right.
Of the Nannerpusses. Dutch.
Well, there was this one little, it was an ad for something. I think it was like Denny's pancakes,
right?
But it only ran like a few times or not for very long.
It was a cookie puss.
But no, it was, I am the Nannerpuss. And he's just like twisting around, has like little googly eyes. And very few people, you included, have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. It was a long time ago. I want to say 80s or early 90s, maybe.
You can call me Nannerpuss. And guess what? I love pancakes.
What?
Isn't it time for a serious breakfast? The Denny's Grand Slam.
Yeah, not a sponsor.
No, but then other people are like, you're fucking crazy. There was never a dancing banana called Nannerpuss. And I'm like, oh, yes, there was.
Well, there definitely, at least so far as the video states in February 16th of 2009. That's the video. I don't know when the advertising campaign was.
Oh, because I was about to say, because I'm like, no, that was a lot earlier than that.
Right.
That was in the early or the late 1900s.
Right. There's a Nannerpuss Twitter account, too.
There is?
Yeah, the Nannerpuss. _Nannerpuss.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to go check it out later.
Right.
There are these things we
You're
sell.
not missing a lot. It's only 11 people following Nannerpuss. And it is the picture of the Nannerpuss, by the way.
Nannerpuss.
Right. Last time they tweeted was in 2013. I think they lost track of their Twitter account. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, when you're a Nannerpuss, you're not really thinking about that. You're thinking about pancakes.
It lives in Nannerland, by the way, too. Oh. I don't know where Nannerland is, but...
You don't know where Nannerland is?
How would I know where Nannerland... Like, do you think if there was a land full of nanners, they would let me in? They know I eat their kind.
You're blood nanners.
I mean, I definitely eat their kind all the time.
You'd be king
a little
nanner.
bit of peanut butter and some honey. It's delicious.
Everyone's like, who the fuck cares? Well, okay, then we'll switch on to a different kind of food. We were watching this thing on YouTube. It was about
stuff.
Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
And there was gender swap cookies.
Right.
One of these things you could get was gender swap cookies. You eat a cookie and you swap genders for 24 hours.
Let's say there was a superpower that if you did this, instead, makes sense to most people.
Right.
They don't know anime logic.
Whatever. The first rule about anime is...
Don't ask questions.
Exactly. You don't ask questions.
It'll be explained, possibly.
Maybe. And if not,
a decade or so. I mean, you have to go through 400 or 500 episodes to get the explanation, but it's there.
And you're forced to listen to the theme song of Berserk the entire time. Don't. Jesus. Listen to it for yourself. All right, so, but with this one-line card that you get for playing games, whatever.
It's a superpower. You eat this cookie, you turn into...
But you only get like 200 cookies.
Okay, so whatever, you get 200 shots. But what the fuck? You would be... By the time you'd be so sick of being a dude after 200 shots.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sure.
Right.
Probably.
You were trying to convince me that it would be a good idea for you to swap and me to swap.
Why
would I want to do that?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, no, I want you to eat a cookie, and I want to eat a cookie because I want to know what it's like to fuck you.
No. Negative. I'm not into it. I don't like it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I told you, whatever. You can give the cookies to whoever you feel like. That's fine with me. We could give the cookies to, somebody we find, flip them into a girl and bring them on in. Like, why do I have to? I have no curiosity of what it's like to be frustrated trying to get off. Fuck you. Fuck that. I like having a dick, personally.
Number one, it's only 24 hours.
Still.
Number two, you only got to do it once.
Not curious.
And number three, if you have trouble getting off, I can show you how to do it. I have one.
Okay. You have one, but better than I do, it does not matter what yours does.
Oh, I know.
You're like the
yours
next,
might be different.
No, not might.
It is.
Almost definitely will be different.
Poussoirs are like snowflakes. Every single one is different.
Worse than snowflakes, really. Snowflakes fall from the fucking sky without warning. Pussy does not. You got to go out and go forage for that shit. Pussy's more like mushrooms. You got to check underneath some trees.
It's raining pussy.
Right. And if you get the wrong one, you're going to get poisoned. You know what I mean? I mean, how many Japanese people die that you've heard of foraging for mushrooms somewhere?
Oh, I was about you going to say, what is it, like fugu snatch?
But what? You could.
Poison.
I don't know. I'm not a mushroomologist. I'm not sure. Foraging for mushrooms is a... What?
Fugu's a fish. It's
what language are you speaking?
Well, speaking of people who can fuck or raining pussy, they say that trombone players are named as the best musicians in bed.
Okay.
That they fuck the best.
Sure.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Maybe it's because they've got the one strong arm, I
mean, is there a famous...
They can what's
a famous trombone player?
Oh... God, now you're making me look and actually read
I'm looking
stuff.
it up. J.J. Johnson, apparently.
Glenn Miller.
Okay. Bill Watrius.
Gary Fletcher.
These guys are definitely fucking tigers in the sack. I can tell by their pictures.
Well, so they're apparently, according to
somebody.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you how do you say that? What is this like? Do they take like a groupie poll?
Really?
It's like
really.
It's like, oh yeah, guitarists aren't that great, but trombone players, oh my god.
I mean, they could be mostly gay, and then it's a thing.
No, I know it's a thing because there's a sex fucking thing, the rusty trombone. That's where you're given a rim job while you're jerking off.
Okay. But that could be the whole derivation of why they're the best lovers, apparently. I didn't even know people still played trombone. I thought that was like the harpsichord or something.
It went out with...
there's 10 people that play it. You know what I mean?
Well, it went out with ska bands in the 90s.
Like backing up a whole pack full of theremins.
Oh, that would be... Well, if you don't know how to play it, that would be one of the most annoying sounds I can think of.
Like orchestral theremins. Right.
Something of that nature.
But a lot of them at once.
Yeah.
That'd be some coordination. They probably backfeed on each other.
Probably do.
Yep.
There's a new boner pill on the market.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Boner Bears.
Okay. Boner Bears.
Boner Bears.
Right.
Male enhancement.
Right.
That's right. And it's got 2 Grateful Dead bears having fun on the front.
Right. Do you get to stuff them yourself in a little thing in the mall and put their own little heart inside, or what?
Oh,
like
it's
a
not
Build-A-Bear?
No, it's not like a Build-A-Bear.
What?
It's Boner Bear.
That's stupid.
I know.
Fucking build my Boner Bear.
Build your Boner Bear.
Oh, yeah, that's the best part. Stuffing it full of stuffing, flossing, and putting its heart in there. That's the soul of the heart-on.
It's the soul of the heart-on.
Right.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
There was a dude, he,
Oh.
He died after chugging a mystery liquid as the jury was reading him a guilty verdict for child sex assault.
Oh, so he like poisoned himself.
Yeah.
Apparently.
They're like
It looks that
guilty,
way.
so he's like, Slayer.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Like, I'm just gonna off myself.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
What'd he drink?
They don't know.
What do you mean they don't know? They didn't check?
It said that he drank a mystery liquid from a refilled water bottle and died shortly thereafter.
Okay, but they didn't check to see what he drank. Just, for shits and giggles.
Well, it didn't put it in this article.
Okay.
So
He didn't. I mean, I want to know what he took that was that effective. People try to like swallow poison all the time and just end up in misery and in the hospital. You know what I mean?
maybe it was like straight full of cyanide.
I don't know. Maybe it's
Or
a bunch
liquid-
of apple seeds. I'm not sure. Cyanide's in apple seeds. Is it cyanide? I think it is cyanide in apple seeds.
I think that you're right.
Right. There's something in apple seeds.
So don't eat apple seeds. And don't eat, it's peach pits too or something like that. I don't know. Something that will fuck you up.
Right.
Something will fuck you up.
And the seeds of related plants contain, cyanogenic cyanide and sugar.
All right.
Right.
That's all right.
Right.
Cyanide and sugar. That's
Highly poisonous. Hydrogen.
It's a new band. I hear. Well, actually, I hear they're opening up for
Jodie Foster's
Defender's
Knuckles. Brass Mug
Yeah.
next weekend.
Be
Right.
there.
I wonder how many apple seeds you would have to eat. You know what I mean?
What, until you died?
Right.
They're gonna have someone like pop up and be like, so and so had a massive coronary because they ate 5 pounds of apple seeds.
Well, I'm just
or
saying.
attempted to.
Oh, it said, you would definitely need to finally chew and eat about 200 apple seeds or about 40 apple cores to receive a fatal dose. That's a lot of fucking apple seeds, man.
Well, still though, I mean,
But you have to finally chew and chop it.
well, you could put it into a fucking like a Cuisinart, and you could powderify it, and then you could capsulize them up and just take a fistful of capsules.
Okay, now you're just telling people how to
Off themselves?
right? Especially
The
people.
organic way.
Well, yeah, it would be aren't always the organic way. I don't know.
Well, actually, you'd have to get vegan pill casings.
Would you know?
Well, because they're usually made of gelatin. Gelatin they make with hooves and bones and shit.
Right. I mean, you would think if you're going to go out, you just want to go out and make sure that you didn't harm any animals on your way out, kind of a thing.
Maybe.
Question mark? Right. I want to save all of the whatever animals, but not myself.
But think about the fiber content
Of what?
of all those apple seeds.
Well, it's just the seeds, so I don't know that there's fiber in there so much.
He doesn't know. So there's another chick. She's another young girl with an older dude, and she's getting all pissed off.
That. You're all into that.
Well, she's all pissed off, and she defends her relationship. She's 22, he's 57.
Okay. Right.
And she's like, people are fucking me. And, age is age. If you're legal, you're legal.
Right.
Whatever.
Uh-huh.
If you fucking like older dudes, you like older dudes.
At least you're 22 and not like an actual teenager. It's something. It's a start.
Maybe it happened though. Maybe they met when fucking,
Well, the problem is when you're older and then you think about somebody in that age range, sometimes you just kind of, like dealing with that on a romantic basis in any way to be able to get laid would be a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or not. Maybe not. But, I mean, it's long term, like short term. I don't know. Sometimes people just want to bang, and fine. I can accept that.
And there are some people that are like, ooh, he looks terminal and old.
Well, whatever.
And
you're into
rich.
You're into what you're into. Maybe we know several people who, younger ladies dating older dudes who the guy is not rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
if
that's
she's
true.
gold digging, I don't know. She's not very effective.
I know, so she's not going with the right one.
Right.
So
You're not going to get rich there, honey.
I understand.
Uh-huh.
No, I get it. Would you ever get a lip tattoo? Like a inside of your lip tattoo?
I mean, I don't care if I have a lip tattoo, if that's what you mean.
I've considered it, but there's nothing that, I number one, I know it doesn't last. And number two, I wouldn't know what to put.
Yeah.
Well, this mother got, got surprised and very upset. She went with her daughter to a dental appointment.
Okay.
And she was standing right there, and the dentist started to look, give her an exam, and she's like, I bit my lip really, really hard. He's like, what? And she started to like panic, and the mother's standing right there. He pulls down the lip. She's got the inside of her lip tattooed. Mother didn't know that she had it.
Had a tattoo.
And she goes, what does that say, you beast? That's what she says to her daughter. Right. And the look on it, there's pictures in the video, like they posted on TikTok, of just the look on her mother's face. And the mother doesn't know what it says. And the dentist says, does that say daddy? And she just busted out laughing, and the mom started to cry because she's like, I can't believe you do this to yourself. So she has daddy tattooed on the inside of her lip.
Right.
And she hid it for like 3 years from her mom.
You'd think it'd be pretty easy to hide in general.
Yeah, because it's like, why are they looking in your mouth?
Well, at some point you'd be like, Mom, get the fuck out of the room. I'm with the dentist. Leave me alone.
Well, maybe she's under 18.
Yeah, remove her immediately. Remove her.
Yeah.
Guards.
I saw a thing that said you shouldn't they're like, vabbing has been, we talked about it. We even have like a couple episodes ago that was named after vabbing. It's like Vab for life or whatever like that. For those who don't know what vabbing is, people are they're wiping their fingers up their puss and then wiping them on their pulse points as perfume.
Right.
To try to throw out the pheromones to suck in, attract some dick.
Yeah, no, there's like fruit with flies and honey with flies. You know what I mean?
Well,
fruit flies.
Doctors are like, stop it, you stank bitch. They're like, quit doing that. Don't do it. You're gross.
What?
Ew.
What does a doctor have to do with, somebody wiping some scent on them, really? Because
they're more concerned is they don't know, your hands are dirty. You could transfer things into your pussy. And so they even put out basic rules of vabbing.
What do you mean rules? What are you talking about here?
Well, I mean,
I would say responsibly wipe your puss juice on your fucking vital points there.
Apparently, some people are icky and they need to be told that you need to shower or bathe before you do this. Wash your hands before and after. If you go to the gym, wipe down gym equipment.
Slow down here. Slow down for a second. First of all, if you're going to wipe some juice on yourself, you want it a little juicy. So, whatever it is you have to do to get it there. What is all this? And
I want some ripeness.
To be honest, how many dicks have you stuck in that cavernous axe wound and not like you didn't wash all those dicks, did you? Like how many, you know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden we're concerned with, whatever's on your hand it's not going to hurt you. Shut up, doctors. You don't really.
Well,
you can say, well, it's just gross. Like, okay, understood. But from a medical perspective, what are we talking about?
Well, some of the other ones, they're like, okay, it goes into, if you have an STD, do not vab, because you can still spread STDs. Sure. They said if you're on your period, just wait. It's like, just wait.
Yeah.
No, I want to go out like a fucking Viking and just smear it across my face. And be
right. It's war paint,
It is. It's war paint.
Right.
This pussy is out for fucking getting stabbed.
Right.
So it says if you encounter any unusual smell or bad odor, don't vab and go see a doctor.
Yeah, if your pussy stinks, no. Whatever.
But there are some dudes that are like, yeah, right. I like a stinky puss.
I just like the whole concept of somebody saying, something like vabbing. This is the right way to do it. Okay, time out here. Are you saying that there's a correct way to wipe your juices on you? So, come on, just.
If you want to be successful, then you better do what this says. Right.
Or you're not going to catch any honey with your flies. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I said, you can definitely say it's just gross. fine. If that's your thing, I get it. I understand why you'd say that. But like coming up with medical reasons.
Yeah.
It's just some guy sitting in his closet writing articles for whatever website you got that from. That's all.
Oh, I
You
understand
got $50 for the article. It's like, screw you, lady. I wrote 5 of these this week.
I could totally understand that. I can get that.
Right.
Lots of people do. Oh my goodness. This chick got a lot of shit because she made a video. She had a positive pregnancy test.
Okay.
And she made it into a popsicle. Like she used it as the stick.
Oh, it had like a pregnancy reveal.
Yeah, and made the video and made her boyfriend eat it. Like he's eating it.
You pee on those, you fucking... What are you doing? I mean, it's not the end of the world. I wouldn't die, but it would occur to me, wait a minute, you peed on this stick.
Well, and then he's eating it. He's like, what the fuck? And then he looks to see what it is after he's already eaten this fucking thing. And she made the fucking popsicle red.
Okay, well, sure. Oh my god, it's more fun that way. How did he take it?
Not well.
A little bit up the ass. Shark liver extract.
He did not like it. She was quite proud of herself.
Now, wait a minute. But did he not like it because of the pregnancy, or the fact that her piss stick was now his popsicle stick? Was that the problem, or was it the baby the problem?
I think it was kind of a mixture of both.
And what state do they live in? This is the most important thing because you have to ask that now.
Oh, I don't know.
Do they live in Texas, Oklahoma? One of those really oppressive places.
I don't know.
You can only fuck if you want to reproduce. If you're not reproducing, stop fucking. Do it now. Cut it out. You're in one of those states.
All right.
Watch out.
Well, we are going to go to an episode of Rule 34, and when we come back, we are going to have a lot more stuff to talk about, so stick around. And welcome back to Kinky Katie's World, Rule 34 Studio, KinkyKatieRadio.com and RadioCast.net. You can get me on the Twitter later at KinkyKatieRadio, KinkyKatieRadio.com, and KinkyKatieRadio@gmail.com.
Hitting it on all cylinders there tonight, aren't you?
Firing on all the fucking pistons.
Right.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Right. Something.
We'll just had a little prep during the break.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
A little post prep.
Mid
prep.
You know what? This is just a personal preference. I don't want anyone starting to give me shit, but I do not like guys that wear pearls.
Yeah, well,
any other color stone except for opal. Opal is pretty cheesy too for dudes.
My favorite part is it's the idea that it's some kind of new fashion thing. You're just wearing puka shells. It looks like you're wearing puka shells to me.
It really does look like puka shells.
It's a puka shell necklace from the 90s.
That's right.
I mean, you guys are just rehashing old decades. Like, come on. Let's get original here, kids.
Well, let's
do something.
It also reminds me too of, like those metal bead necklaces that people wore in the 90s too. It's like, but these are white.
It's coming. It's next.
It's coming back.
No, it's coming. It'll be black pearls next, because they'll want to separate themselves from the regular pearl wearers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pearls.
Pearls.
Right.
I found a little pearl once in an oyster.
Did you?
It was really tiny. Yeah, I almost chipped my tooth on it too. Yeah. Anyway,
you could have ate that.
I could have.
Would it killed you like an apple seed?
Pearls kill you?
I don't know. They could. Not sure. What do I know?
Okay, well, this week's dumb fuck is there's a man that accidentally cut his own balls off. Accidentally cut his own balls off.
Okay, we've seen that happen, so
when he was asleep because he was dreaming about cutting meat.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's totally doable. Could happen.
Yeah?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
People cook turkeys and don't remember.
Well, but they're usually on like Ambien or something like that.
Right?
Well, okay.
We don't know.
All right.
We don't know. People do all kinds of crazy shit on some nighttime.
I was on Lunesta.
Right.
And, cut my nuts off.
I mean, from somebody who I've woke up doing some weird shit. You know what I mean? Usually freaking out. And cutting my nuts off might be, it could have happened. I don't know. I can see it anyway. It sounds a little far-fetched,
It
like
does.
Maybe there's another story. Maybe he was at a fetish party and had a rope tied around his wiener. And
a little oopsie.
Had a little popping-offing.
Had a little snappy snap.
A little accident.
A little something.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got a cat toy.
Oh.
We've had many visitors tonight with our studio kitties.
Yeah, Paco Libre is like posted up.
Yeah.
He's just like, no, man, you're gonna pet me. This is what we're doing now.
I demand what I want when I want it.
I'm lounging and I need to be stroked, so get with it, buddy.
Yeah, that's exactly how he's like, too. All of you people who are into stinky feet, like if you have that stinky feet fetish.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know what a stinky foot looks like? You don't. You don't. You just got to think it's stinky.
Okay, well, this is more of it's really good for the shoe sniffers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We do know a couple of those.
What's good for the... What do you mean? A product, you mean?
Apparently, that there's a style of shoe I used to wear when I was young, but it's back. They're ballet shoes.
Right.
But it says that women are fearing stinky feet risk because they make your feet smell so bad.
It's the shoes.
They do. Well, it's like the leather. I don't know. It's how it's made.
Right.
But everybody who's ever worn like the ballet shoes.
Just because they make the shoes out of space blankets wrapped in rubber neoprene. Just because they're like that doesn't mean you're not supposedly supposed to be able to sweat through the bottom of your feet, though, oddly enough. That's what they say, your palms and your fucking soles of your feet.
Well, I don't know.
They're magical.
But it's not, it's great for you guys out there. So, if anybody wants to start making some extra money, start wearing a couple different pairs of ballet shoes, and just wear them for a while, interchange them, and then wear them for a little while until they get nice and ripe, and then sell them.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's some people that don't need those shoes to really recreate that. I mean, they're just rocking it.
Oh, I understand.
Natural.
I understand.
This is the way I walk around, Katie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ooh, I wonder about these that you can get. That defective sex toys are being recycled into shoes.
Okay.
So they're kind of like cock crocs. Sort of.
So basically unused sex toys that defective from the factory? Question mark?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right. They just got sent back in from Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's some recycling rubber.
Right.
Sure.
They get melted down and then
not?
Reformed.
It's very eco-friendly of the dildo makers.
And I bet they're comfortable. Yeah. I don't know why, but I just think that they would be.
I mean, a lot of those dills and sex toys are getting made in China now. You know?
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, are they really recycling old dildos? Well, or are they just like grinding up some repressed people that live in the north part of their country and turning them into, it's like gelatin, but with Uyghurs, We make shoes out of them now. It's a little ironic because we used to make them make shoes. Now we make the shoes out of them.
The circle of life.
Yeah, they're recycling. They're the broken sex toys. Right.
God.
Right.
That's all right. Well, this chick might be broken. There's this couple, they rented an Airbnb, and the neighbor went and actually asked the boyfriend for sex advice.
What?
Because the bitch was moaning so loud.
Oh, at an Airbnb?
At an Airbnb that the neighbor the next day was like, bro, can I talk to you?
When you say the neighbor, male, female, was talking to the male, the male went and talked to the other male?
Yes.
Right.
And called him in a video that he posted, sex god.
Right.
Sex god boyfriend.
Are you sure he just wasn't trying to get some of that? Like that was just his angle in on that dick?
Maybe.
That's definitely what was going on, I think.
Because I've had guys that like, oh, let me see your tits. And he's like, it's okay, I'm gay. It's
right.
Like, no, you're not.
Yeah, sure. Well,
you're bi, if anything.
Well, I mean, there are a ton of men who like identify publicly as being gay that will still stick their dick into lots of things.
Oh, I know.
Because still guys, like,
I've had sex with a couple of gay guys.
Right.
So, I know. But.
Or at least they were gay after you were done, kind of a thing.
That's happened. You're so mean.
Why am I mean? You totally like to peg dudes. What are you talking about? There could be some anal-centric guys that really like ass play.
I got it.
And they were trying to repress their feelings of wanting dick.
Oh, yeah.
And they just, maybe I can get a girl to do this for me. And then they do that for a while and go, you know what? It's not just I like dick. And really, I kind of want a thing that has a dick attached.
Yeah, we've talked about it before that I bought him his first ass toy, a little vibrator, just like a little one, and it's actually called My First Vibe. You can get them at mostly in porn store.
Really? They still sell My First Vibe?
They do. Yeah. Well, because it's popular, because it's small and it looks like non-threatening and scary, and it's kind of funny because it really. Don't fucking crush me on this one either. But I mean, it looks like a fucking 12-year-old on the package. She's not. She's completely of age.
Okay.
But,
how would we know? We don't know.
Well, it's like.
it almost sounds. Does it look like? Are they advertising it on Nickelodeon?
Maybe.
Is Cocomelon one of the sponsors? Do they sponsor Cocomelon?
Good Lord. No, Caillou.
Right. I mean, that's what you hear some people saying. They're teaching our kids. They're making them have sex in school. They're making them My First Vibe. Here it is. Look at it right here. 5-year-old on the package. No, that girl's 35.
Well, she is now. That fucking toy's been around for a long time.
You don't think they updated their packaging with some new pedophilic pictures?
No, it's just the same old ones.
You gotta recycle them. They're better.
Shayla's style doesn't look like that anymore. Well, she used to.
She was born in 35. She's 82 years old right now.
Oh my God. Oof. Well, but anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. I don't even know why.
The skull cap is definitely too tight this evening.
Fuck off. Gary Busey got busted.
Got busted what?
For sex crimes at a fucking horror convention.
Okay. Did he grab some ass? Sex crimes anymore.
Yeah, it was like
the words are losing their fucking meaning anymore, so you don't understand what actually, what do we mean by sex crime?
Well, yeah, he looks fucking batshit crazy, and he is batshit crazy. Well,
objectively.
Right. You smack a girl's ass who's wearing a sexy cosplay, they're going to be like, oh my God, you fucking assaulted me. Well, you shouldn't do it anyway. It's assault.
It's got to be, there's got to be a term for it. However, in my mind, when I hear it, I'm always thinking somebody raped somebody. There was hardcore something happening. You know
right,
what I mean?
But it could just be any unwanted touching is assault.
Yeah, and even sometimes you'll hear some sort of speech. Blow me, or you know what I mean? I don't know. It just seems like I want to know what the thing is, because the terms mean nothing. You wipe your fucking ass with it these days. With what does that mean?
Right.
No, you actually have to read a fucking 15-page goddamn article to figure out whether this was something that it means what I think it means or not. What did he do? Did he slap an ass?
It doesn't say. It says it was 9 counts.
9 counts.
So
Jesus Christ.
Maybe he just went around being like, "Hey, pinch an ass."
And could be.
As
he
he's
whipped
walking
out a
by
wang or something.
That I don't know.
Grabbing booby on pictures or something.
He could be doing that too.
Okay, I still have to know. I have to know what exactly happened before. You know what I mean?
It says it stems from contact and touching.
Yeah. Okay. So he's probably getting grabby one way or another.
Or he could have rubbed up. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, he's batshit crazy looking.
Yeah, he is. Haunts your dreams. Jesus Christ. And his poor kids, thankfully, they look just like him.
It's hard to get away from that Busey gene pool. You know what I mean?
It's a very strong gene pool.
Nephew and sons, and they're all Buseys for sure.
All of them.
They're like the 𝓚𝓷𝓷𝓵𝓿, you know? They're Game of Thrones. You look at them and they're related to them. They fly fucking dragons, I think.
No.
That's probably why he's so touchy.
Yeah.
Some fucking dragon girls.
Yeah, I love that HBO's calling it the Hot D.
What?
Well, because it's House of the Dragon, Hot D. So when people do reviews on the House of Dragon,
It's on Hot D.
They call it it's Hot D
Okay.
instead of GOT.
They're selling it to me, really. I mean, no, they know their demographic.
Yeah.
They're selling it right to me.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Wow.
I thought you were being serious.
I'm all about like anything that I think is Hot D. I'm going to check it out immediately, if not sooner. I want to know about that Hot D. Every inch of it.
And it's a who within the Hot D.
Right.
Former who.
Right. Like what happens with marketing campaigns sometimes, you know?
I don't know. Well, I don't
If they get to say Hot D on like national television somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
They get to do radio gigs. Oh, yeah, I'm on the Hot D.
I'm on the Hot D.
Hot D. Yeah.
I'm going to have t-shirts just say, I like that Hot D.
Say,
Hot D fam.
God, Matt Smith, you're so zesty.
Sheesh. There was this 106-year-old woman. She said that for her birthday, she wanted a naked butler to come and serve her tea.
Okay.
So she got it for her 106th birthday. This fucking guy.
Naked butler?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Came in, this 32-year-old dude who was all like sexified up. He was wearing an apron. And came in. She's like, she definitely was getting gropey. She was getting handsy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was getting Busey.
She was.
She's going full Busey on him.
They're called butlers in the buff.
Mm-hmm.
And they will come and serve you tea.
Stuff.
Stuff in the buff.
And they cater to old people, apparently.
Well, I mean, they think
your kind. I mean,
they cater to anybody.
You'd know that you'd be accepted there, sweetie. See? I mean, well, no, I'm not, but whatever. You know you're safe. You know you're okay. I mean, she was 106. You're not even near that. Not even close.
I have that tattoo.
I know. So you remember.
So it reminds me, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
No, I'm not. There is you know what? I'm kind of interested to see who wins this. There's a mullet competition that's going on.
Okay.
Apparently it's very fierce.
Okay.
No,
sure. What country is this in?
Oh, this is here. This is here.
Uh-huh.
It's the USA Mullet Championship.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, there's a kids division too.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
The USA Mullet Championships.
So women's, kids, teens. Yeah.
Wow. There are some impressive mullets for sure.
There are. So
Right.
if you want something Joe Dirt like, but better, you can go and like check that out. They said there's like a $25,000 prize for the best mullet.
It's funny how like we were what were we talking about that in the pre-show, the recycling of fucking old styles. There was something that they came out with. Maybe we were talking about tonight. I don't remember.
Ballet shoes.
Anyway, this is in the 80s. Like literally in the 80s, I had a mullet, but it was the 80s. Like, what are we doing here?
I don't like mullets.
I don't know. See, it's the last hair I grew when I had hair. Well, I still have hair, to be fair.
Well, it looks better without it.
I cut it off.
Yeah.
Right.
Some guys just look better bald.
Why? You don't want to see party up front, business in the back, or about business up front party? You don't want to see that on me?
No.
Right now?
It's like, seeing a person with a mullet is like, for me, it's like seeing like Brett Favre's face. Just want to punch him.
Do you? Okay.
I don't know. I do.
Okay.
They could be the nicest people in the world, and I'm sure they're awesome, but it's like, so stupid! I don't know. There's
also a mullet fest coming up in Australia, too, for all you Aussies out there. You could get all mullet-y.
Right?
Right.
All right. Oh.
How you going?
I don't like them.
What? No?
No, I just don't.
Like, what is it? Is it the long hair part or the short hair part? Or, which part is bothering you?
Long hair. The long hair part. I mean, if it was all long, it wouldn't bother me.
Really?
It's the combo.
You just
That's
don't
why
like
it's
bangs?
a mullet. I just don't like the combination.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Did somebody touch you that had a mullet at some
Maybe.
point? Okay.
Could be.
Right?
Jesus.
It's a little too creepy for you?
Well, why did you go there?
I don't know. Maybe you could put on some high-waisted jeans and some blue eyeshadow, and you could wear a mullet.
Can you call
It's
me
zesty.
Barb?
It's fucking zesty. It was my fucking root beer float that I invented. 2020. I was bored at home during the pandemic, and I invented the root beer float. Nobody else did it before then.
Oh my god, there's this female Hannibal Lecter.
Okay.
She decapitated her boyfriend's head and then boiled it and fed it to her kids.
Oh, God.
Uh-huh.
Did the guy touch the children?
No.
Do we know this? Can
Well,
we just assume the guy touched the kids
Okay.
and that's why, I mean, that's obvious. That would be the only reason. There aren't, lady serial killers aren't as prevalent as men.
That's right. So something's really got to fucking, because, well,
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, do you
he
know
was
how
touching
many
the kids and she got him back. Mother's instinct, you know?
Well, do you know how many fucking shows there are about like women going fucking like, I mean, there is a show that is literally called Snapped.
Okay.
So it's about women fucking flipping shit and going all murder balls
Yeah.
on
I mean,
somebody.
it's still a lower
I
percentage.
think you just
than
don't want to
dudes.
hear about it because you don't want to think about me chopping up your head and feeding it to the boys.
No, I just know how I've seen you try to like cut a chicken thigh. Like, it's just not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Dad, you don't
I'm
care
safe.
how long it'll take me to
Sure.
fucking get your head off?
Sure. I mean, I've seen you try to do a lot of coordination related things, you know, and I'm just not worried.
Ooh.
What? I'm not concerned like that.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right.
You could try to chop it off. It's just, you know, it's not going to work out for you. Probably.
I can have it chopped off for me.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I'll leave the door unlocked. Come on in. See how that works out.
Jesus.
Make sure you wake me up. It'll be great for everybody. Like, how did she cook it? She like pressure cook it or what?
Yeah, she boiled it in a pot.
Like feeding the cheeks or, you know, because really the brain, you'll get prions and stuff. You'll get there's a disease you get from eating the nervous system of a similar species. Like mad cow and shit. That's where it came from.
Really?
Really. Yeah. There's a cannibal disease that cannibals get.
Huh. That just sounds awful.
Right.
She said she skinned him too.
What?
She skinned and then she decapitated him and then tried to serve up the remains to the kids for dinner.
Right.
She stuck him in a casserole.
Mm-hmm.
And she also put him in pies. Like little bits of them, like in like pot pies.
Just going like Tim Burton, full Tim Burton.
Yeah. Like the fucking Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Shit, yeah. The best boys in London.
Which is the the barber of
Basker.
some British shit. I don't know. Oh, by the way, 𝓚𝓲.
Seville. The barber of Seville.
𝓚𝓲 is a very rare disease that is caused by an infectious protein, a prion, found in contaminated human brain tissue. 𝓚𝓲 is found among people from New Guinea who practice a form of cannibalism in which they ate the brains of dead people as part of a funeral ritual. So yeah, if you eat the nervous system while you're cannibalizing, you got to remember you can't eat the brain. It's not good for you, and you can't burn prions, so you can't cook them off. You know what I mean? Like prions can live. You could like cook them at 1,000 degrees and they don't die.
They're like those water bears.
Yeah, kind of, but they're proteins. It's a protein, so it's not even a life. It's just a protein that tweaks you.
So you guys didn't think that you'd get some facts on this show ever?
Well, I don't know how factual they are, but that's what the internet says.
Oh.
So,
well,
then there's also like a fucking deer disease that goes around.
That I've heard of.
Chronic wasting or something. That's the same. It's a prion.
Oh, I've heard about the deer thing.
Yeah, and then they explode all their juices out, and then another deer comes along and gets on the juices, and boom, you got the fucking chronic wasting, and they just, disintegrate.
Good Lord.
Right.
Isn't this a fun little cheery conversation for tonight?
So hopefully she wasn't feeding them brains to them kids. Well, I mean, even if they were touching them, you don't want the 𝓚𝓲.
Well, it was skins in the head, so I mean, I don't know. I would assume it was the brain too, but
Get a munch on the toucher. I mean, I could see a little cheek there. They always say the cheeks are good.
Maybe he was a big dude. You know,
maybe
there was a lot. He had some big facial features. So maybe he was like a long pig and he was succulent.
That's some big facial features.
Well,
You got really big ears, son. Them ears look tasty.
I bet them lobes are nice and soft.
I boil them up for 20 to 30 minutes. I bet they're good.
Let me-
Smoke them afterwards.
Nibble, nibble on that nose. Nibble, nibble.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, quite a jowl. So probably cheeks were quite moist and marbled.
Well, that's what they say. That's what all the little chefy shows say. That, the cheek. However,
Cheeks
we
are
have
the best
had like grouper cheeks, and they are delicious. Right.
Yeah.
And then we were getting that grilled hamachi at sushi place.
Oh, yeah.
A grilled yellowfin jaw. And so good.
Yeah, it
So
was very
good.
fucking good. You get all sticky and the collagen.
Gelatinous.
Oh, so good. Anyway. I swear I could talk about food and sex, like, it just like, and have the same excitement. Like-
Usually when you're talking about some form of head-eating cannibalism, sex, is that where you're going or what?
No, I'm talking about just like food gets me excited.
Right.
And like it, sometimes it gets me horny too.
It's that former fat girl in your head saying, I want more. I can't eat it, but I want it.
That could be.
I'd eat it, but I'll pop. I won't feel good.
Well, I don't know. I'm managing to bypass that a little bit lately.
Well,
So
it's harder for you because you're not you don't have a band or anything. You got rearranging.
yeah,
You get stuff attached to other stuff removed.
yeah.
Right.
So anyway,
You're an alien.
well, this all happened over in Australia. This whole
all of
skinning
the
and
head-
head eating.
That makes a lot of
and
sense.
stuff. Does it?
It does. It's Australia. Australia is now, you know how it is here in Florida. Everybody, they look at us like we're nuts, right?
Yeah.
Australia is the Florida of the world. As a country, Australia, Australians, people look at you like they look at us. You're exactly the same as Floridians. So if there's going to be some head-eating children, they're going to be in Australia, I think.
Is that right?
Right. I identify with Australians. I understand them. I get it. You know what I mean? Very rough around the edges, typically. Loud,
Yeah.
obnoxious.
Uh-huh.
Well, at least, stereotypically. You can't paint everybody with the same brush, for sure.
No, that's not true.
But I'm sure even the people in Australia go, I know exactly what you mean. We're a boisterous bunch.
Guess what? I have to tell you. I don't know. I saw it on my thingy-dingy. That I
I just
forgot.
saw lights flashing, and then your lights cut. Your eyes were like you were programmed with something there for a second. What happened?
Red dolphin.
No, you were programmed. Fuck off. I watched whatever subliminal thing just flashed up on your screen.
I found a better fetish Facebook than FetLife.
Okay.
It's
not
called,
as aggressive.
It's called Circles.
Okay.
It's an app. It's Circles with a Z. They say it's a better place and it's a safer thing, and you can get the preferences you can get tighter in on.
Okay.
I don't know. They say it's a lot less creepy. You can actually do private calls on it, and you can do audio or video or both.
Okay.
So I mean, it's just so if you want to get
okay.
kinky with
There
it,
it
you
is.
can be private. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it seems like a more comfortable place to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you get overwhelmed every time you go to FetLife. I mean, you just get overwhelmed. Nobody is actually reading anything in your profile at all. They're just, here's my dick
Right.
with a rod stuck in it. Which is
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, you are on FetLife, so I mean that is kind of. I mean, you know what I mean. That's
It's expected.
But that is the community for it. So,
Right.
I can't even say anything bad about it, other than I can see being overwhelmed if I were you. Okay, I can't wade through all of the dick.
Yeah. I mean, and people,
I'm very excited to tell people what they're into.
exactly. But also too, there's a picture on there. There's quite several of me where it's like what we call predator pussy, where like my pussy is just like being pulled apart and it's like the predator's mouth. And a lot of people dig it.
Right.
So instead of coming at me like a human, they come at me
like you're a predator?
Something else. No, it's like
you're gonna lure you in.
Like, hey, whore, can I shove my fist in there? You know,
right? And you're just like,
I
no.
bet you'll love it. It's like,
no.
Actually,
I'm reading this the Circlez.app. It's a dating site. It's online dating. Like that.
Well, that's pretty much.
Is it really dating? It's more like
I wouldn't call it dating.
It's Facebook for kinky people.
Yeah.
That's not really dating.
No,
I mean, this Circlez is an actual dating app.
Yeah. I didn't mention that.
I don't know if you did or not. I don't know. Sorry. I probably wasn't paying attention.
Well, they're not a sponsor anyway, so it's okay if I fuck it up. That's all right. Do you find anything about like military stuff or war stuff sexy? Or like does it like get you going? You're like being like big like, cannons and just
well, I mean either outfits. That or the idea of like taking over some small town and just randomly raping and pillaging everybody there because you conquered those people and they become like they're not human to you and just doing all kinds of strange and obscene things to them against their will.
Can you blink first before I continue? Because that non-breaking eye contact and no blinking just really
set it in.
It really did.
You sounded like anyway.
Anyway. Well, because there's a military museum that are begging guests to stop fucking in their museum, because they said there's been a couple of there's been several couples that have been caught on their surveillance cameras. And it's never in the same place. So
girl
like
on boy, boy on girl, boy on boy on girl. I mean,
sure.
There could be some boy on boy going on there.
It could be.
We don't know.
You know, it's like,
don't ask, don't tell.
It's like this reminds us of the time we were in Nam, or you know.
Well, that's a little bit older now, but you know, I'm sure the people who are in Nam are still banging.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Well, I mean, maybe they like to role play. I don't know. I'm just saying they're like, please stop fucking here.
Time out. Let me just now. Would there be anything stopping you if you were in one of those places and you thought you could get away? Like if we're in the insert the war museum name here, right? We're there and I start messing with, like, you know, I plant some nice seeds, talk to you about maybe banging in the corner back there. You see an opportunity, right? You're not doing it? Really? I mean, are you being really honest with anybody? If I mean, you're kind of saying, who are these people? And yet, you just really have never had the opportunity to fuck in a war museum.
Right.
And if you did,
I probably would.
Even if you knew there were cameras, but if you thought you could get away with it.
If I thought I could get away with it, I probably would.
And the idea that somebody might be watching it later, it might be a little bonus.
That might
be a bonus, wouldn't it?
Yeah, okay, all right, you know.
But, right.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about here? Are you memeing? What's going on?
No.
You know, it's funny, though, because you did the same thing last week when you were talking about Gwyneth Paltrow telling What's-Her-Nuts that she just fucked her dad. And you're like, oh my God, fucked it. Why would she ever do that? That is so.
No, I said, why? But no, why would she tell the daughter?
And then I reminded you were kind of like, oh, I've done that. Right. Yeah. Except I was the daughter's age. That was the difference. You were the daughter's age. But, you know.
Oops. I had an oopsie.
And now you realize that maybe some hot war museum action might be something you might be into it. You could be.
Should have banged was it Army Navy before they shut down?
Okay. Well, that's a weird one, right? That's not really a military museum. That's just a store.
Well, it's the closest thing we got to a military museum around here. So, I don't know.
What? I'm sure there's something around somewhere.
It's like, hey, you got a tactical place?
I mean,
use it for a minute.
Literally the central command is like 10 miles from us.
Yeah.
Like, literally a giant base of military bases right there.
I know.
Yeah, there's definitely a military museum somewhere around here, right? We're just, see, that's the thing.
No, we got the real thing. Why would we need the museum here?
I guess. We would never know. That's the point. Like, there could be one
get out
5 blocks
anymore.
Well, but even if not even that, I mean, like, when would we like go actively look to go to a war? Like, it just wouldn't happen.
No, that's true.
We wouldn't be like, oh, I want to go see that howitzer, man. Those things are like, okay, that's cool if that's what you're into.
But, you know.
But I would fuck on the howitzer if I thought I could get away with it.
All right. I'd like to fuck on a helicopter.
See? Helicopters are a little white knuckling.
No, not in the sky.
What do you mean?
Just on the ground.
Why would I do that? That's dumb. If you're going to fuck in a helicopter, fuck in the air.
Okay, you have your fantasy, I have mine.
You're the one who just put it there. You said helicopter. I don't know that I've ever thought about banging a helicopter. I don't know. I probably have.
Well, I never thought about it until you were talking about the military thing.
Right. So, but you're the one bringing it up is what I'm telling you. It's your fault. It's your fault.
My fault about what?
We're going to have sex in a helicopter when it's flying now.
No, not when it's flying.
What are you talking about? You'd be so tense.
I'm terrified of heights.
All right. I know.
I would rip your dick off with my crotch.
You can try.
Bear trap snatch.
It's like we were just talking about cannibalizing my head. Dude, you couldn't get either one of them off of me. You can go ahead and try if you won't.
Dude, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about... No!
What do you mean no?
No, hell no.
I thought there was like a new Nezuko gag you liked. Like, we'll strap on your new Nezuko gag, we'll throw you up in a helicopter, and go little baggy baggy. It'll be great.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
What are you talking about? I'm out of my mind. What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Oh my...
What are you talking about?
God. You don't even know.
What do you mean I don't even know? I've been in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Have you been in a helicopter?
Yes.
Okay.
I have. Twice.
Then you're fine.
No.
You've already done it.
I was not fine.
You're fine.
I was not fine.
Great.
It was fucking scary and awful.
I know. Now imagine all of that adrenaline with a cock in you now.
No.
What are you talking about?
Just fucking no.
Wait, let's just put a pin in that for later. Like, we can just set it down because obviously you're not ready to talk about it.
I'm not ready to talk about it.
Right.
I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
You're horrible. I'm gonna have the worst fucking nightmares.
Are you?
Yes, because it's already in my head. Like, I can so visualize what's going on. I mean, and there's no fucking doors, and it's just like, no.
Well, I mean, okay, I can see that you're scared right now, but I have a towel. You could wrap it around your neck, and you could be super scared. I know. Right. You were just telling me that earlier. Mm-hmm. I had to make sure I brought it back up for you. Like the worst joke you've heard all day. Right. It was. Or the version you told me was, at least earlier.
Well, I hear a lot of dumb shit.
I bring it back around. I waited all episode to bring that up. What are you talking about? I did. I've been waiting to find a spot to slide that in. Yeah. It took me a while. What do you mean? It takes me a while to get my footing.
That's okay.
I had to land.
I understand. I suffer from the same thing. Well, we're gonna get out of here for tonight, so we're gonna be done. We're out,
right?
Because I have to go. All right. I don't know. I will keep you up to date on what's going on my social media. So check it on out. Do you have anything for me, SC?
Huh?
All right. Yeah. Fuck it, go watch me on YouTube, like and subscribe, and I don't know, I post a lot of pictures on a lot of places, and Twitter you can see my titties. Do not try me on FetLife because I won't answer you, but anyway, kisses on your pink parts, love you, bye! Bye.
Super scared!
Bye. Da. Dick.
I like tacos and burritos.